Hi, I'm Peter.
And I'm Ketmia.
Welcome to the This and That Chat.
Well, hello, February.
Well, hello, February.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it?
Are you copying everything I'm saying now?
Are you copying everything I'm saying now?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
This game never ends. Do you not have it in play? I can't believe that this is how you're starting the episode.
This is how I'm starting the episode.
Wow. Okay, so I'm 99% sure this is your microphone piece.
Why?
It smells different. It's giving me allergies. There's something like dusty about it. As I say that dust is falling on me. There's something about it that's like piercing I feel like I have pepper in my nose right now.
Well, it's nothing to do with the mic.
No, with the little cover.
There's nothing on it.
Mine doesn't give me allergies.
Well, they're both the same.
I'm sorry. I apologize for that noise, but I literally feel like I need to sneeze. That's what it is.
So
and this.
Remember, push the mic away and sneeze and then come back.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
So February.
Yes, February. What are your thoughts about February? I have thoughts about lots of months in the year, and there's some that I guess even if I don't have a thought, that is a thought. But do you have any thoughts about months?
February is the only month in the year that has 28 days.
Besides obvious things, like personal things.
Try again.
Okay, I know. I thought what you meant to say was that it's a short month.
It is a short month.
Oh,
but I didn't
you're making jokes.
Yeah, I'm making jokes.
I see. So far, it's like 0-2. Because I'm your audience here, and I'm not impressed.
Actually, my audience is out there listening, and I'm. If I made one person laugh, then I have succeeded.
True, that's true. You are not wrong.
I know there's another dad out there that he's like.
Okay, McFly. Wow.
You got it.
Wow. I mean, who else laughs like that?
I know. Okay, so yes, it is a short month, and it is technically now winter for us. So our entire 2 days of winter for the entire year of 2022. We're on the tail end of that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like our winter months here are maybe like mid-January through February, and then that's pretty much all we'll see. There might be a rogue cold front that we get March, April, because it has happened in the past, and we're like, it's April. Why is there a cold front? But yes, I know that if there's anybody who's listening to us in northern states, especially in the Northeast, where this blizzard just dumped like feet of snow in places like Massachusetts, they're thinking, like, they're probably offended that we're even saying it's cold down here.
Well, listen, I said our type of winter. Because our winter has nothing to do with real winter. We have fake winter down here. So last night
it's still more than we can handle.
Oh, I know. But last night it was cold enough that there were people who were posting pictures of scrapings off the top. What's it called? Frost?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the extent of it. And that is it. So,
I mean, it's South Florida. You're not supposed to be scraping frost.
I know that, but like...
So that's like, for someone who doesn't understand us, and that's nothing, I'm shoveling snow. Yeah, but you have to think about context. That's like somebody in Hawaii saying, hey, we're like scraping frost off of our cars. It's Hawaii. You're not supposed to be cold.
Hawaii has frost. It gets cold in Hawaii.
I don't think so.
Look it up.
It's a tropical paradise.
Look it up.
It's the land of never-ending sunshine, and beaches.
Look it up.
Oh, Lord.
I am okay. So without me looking, I am pretty sure that in parts of Hawaii there's snow. And if
Oh, my. I would stop while you're ahead.
why?
Because we're talking about Hawaii in the Pacific Ocean.
I know, but so okay. So Hawaii is not only what you see in theaters or on TV shows. It gets cold there.
Okay. So this is from gohawaii.com.
Okay.
Weather. I mean, this is the travel page. Weather in the Hawaiian Islands is very consistent, with only minor changes in temperature throughout the year. The average daytime summer temperature at sea level is 85, while the average daytime winter temperature is 78 degrees. Let me Google pictures of snow in Hawaii. Please hold.
I just did. Okay, here we go. Hawaii's two mountain peaks, Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, both which sit at more than 13,000 feet above sea level, are the only two locations that see snow annually in Hawaii. So, there's snow in Hawaii. Not much, but there is. See, it says a blizzard warning for tropical Hawaii may come as a surprise, but snow is not uncommon. So, there you go. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm perplexed right now.
Why? Because it's tropical?
Yeah.
But okay, so put it in.
We are tropical. What would we?
I think we're subtropical.
Okay. Which means we haven't even reached tropical yet.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Okay.
And Hawaii.
Which means we are closer to untropical places. Yeah?
No. Okay, so
if you're in a line and we're going from up and down, right? You've got top, coldest, up there, and then it gets colder and cold, and then subtropical and tropical, and somehow the snow skips where we live but goes to Hawaii.
No, because that's the problem. You think that Hawaii is lower on the globe than South Florida. It's not. It is above us. So if you were to take...
I mean, that would make sense if we're subtropical, because sub would be under tropical. That's the definition of sub, is under.
Okay, so if we were to take the Earth, right, and split it in like straight lines right across, Hawaii would be north of Florida.
That's shocking to me. Because every time I see Hawaii on like a map, which we used to have a map in here, it's like off like towards California. So
Right.
on the west,
But
right?
remember that
it's
those maps are not proportionally correct.
right. So I'm thinking about it in a flat sense, right? Like in a flat map where it shows you over there to the west under.
Have you ever seen the picture of a map of the world the way that it really is proportionally? The sizes are really off.
Really?
Yes. So the United States, right, is actually made bigger. So that when it's being taught, right, it shows us as a greater landmass. But the United States is actually not that big compared to, let's say, Africa. Or...
Well, yeah.
But
It's the largest continent.
Right, but look at the way that it is proportioned on a map. And Africa, South America, United States, they're all kind of proportionally the same. But they're not in real life. So using a map is not a great way to kind of measure out where
amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's amazing.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, you know that it's not the same shape as being a flat piece of paper, but not to the point where, your understanding of where something is may actually be incorrect. I thought it was kind of around the same area.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think on the maps that they have at the school, somewhere on the map, it says not drawn to scale.
Whoa. Scale.
Yes, but scale is important. That's what makes it that difference. Things are going to be made bigger so you can
But
see
of
it and whatnot.
course, I mean, I would love to see someone try to draw the earth to scale.
Do you understand what drawing something to scale means?
I do, but apparently we have different definitions.
So drawing something to scale does not mean that you draw it in the same size that it is.
No, that means
that
that
it's
you
all
used a
correct.
formula.
Correct.
For example, in maps, usually like 1 inch is X, it's assigned a certain amount of miles.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to measure with a ruler, you get it.
Yes, but you will never see that on a world map.
I don't even think it's possible. I think that it would take up too much space, and that's why it can't be done. I mean, maybe in a museum.
No, because you can make it small. Remember, the scale, the size of the scale doesn't matter. It could be really, really, really big.
Right.
Right, or really, really,
so
really
then
small.
Why hasn't that ever been done?
It is done, but you have to find that specific type of map. But what I'm saying is that the reason that the schools use these maps that are like skewed.
Well, I'm sorry. We're conversing, and I had a little yawn.
So the reason that they're skewed is because it's taught that way.
Is it terrible that when you said skewed, I thought about the skewer? Is that bad?
Well, we did just play Halo.
Yes.
And we had some phenomenal games this morning.
Yes. But is it weird that that's what I think about?
Not from you.
Okay. Not weird for me, you're saying.
Right.
Did I tell you that the other day while I was in class and I was a little bit distracted, I actually realized that I had music playing in my head from the lobby of Halo.
Oh, yes, we talked about this. We had Mike on with us.
And I was like, wow, if it was possible, which I think would be kind of nice. Well, I don't know. I don't think so, actually. Do you imagine that you could amplify what people are thinking in their mind audibly?
Around you?
Yes.
No way.
That would be awful, actually.
It would be horrible.
Because people are thinking things they don't say out loud on purpose.
Yes. But worse than that, could you imagine just the amount of noise that there would be?
I mean, like you could tune into a certain frequency.
No, it would just be noise. It would just get to the point where it'd just be annoying.
I mean, wow. I wonder.
Could you imagine standing in line at Disney and you have all these people all around you having their thoughts being projected out?
Right. But, I mean, clearly there would be no privacy. I just wonder, how would our system of justice work if you have a team that's listening in on somebody having thoughts of, I'm about to go commit a crime or I'm contemplating on harming someone?
So
would they be able to be arrested if they haven't yet acted? Oh,
I don't remember
Minority Report.
Yep, that's what I was saying. So in Minority Report, that's how it happened. Right? They were able to see what people were going to do, and then they would arrest them before they actually did it.
Right, but the premise of it was flawed because it was one of
the outcomes.
Many outcomes.
Right.
I wonder why that didn't just shut the movie down immediately.
I think that we would all be in jail.
I'm sure. I mean, even the guy who was the master of it was in jail because it was flawed.
Right. And that's a movie.
February.
Speaking of movies, hold on. So last night, I don't know why we chose to watch
I know why I chose it. You have to say why you don't know why you chose it.
Okay, so I don't know why I decided to go ahead and sit down and watch this movie. It came up in a conversation. I'll let Ketmia say her part, and maybe I'll agree with it. But it came up in a conversation, and we sat down and we watched Planet of the Apes, the original one.
No.
the original new one.
The original remake.
Right.
What original remake? There's the first attempt at a remake.
Yes, the 2001 version, the one with Mark Wahlberg and
directed by Tim Burton,
and
produced by
Helena Bonham Carter or whatever her name is. So we sat there, and the movie started, and it was weird, and it just kept getting weirder, and then spoiler alert. Mark Wahlberg kisses the ape.
I mean, this is a major spoiler alert.
Yeah. And I'm like,
on the lips.
Yeah,
in a semi romantic fashion.
Yes, it was. Listen, we both cringed audibly and out loud, looked at each other, and
I had to cover my eyes.
It was I don't know.
I'm shocked.
That whole thing was just weird.
You know how I rationalize this in my head?
Okay, go.
I rationalize this in my head as Mark Wahlberg actually couldn't see her in makeup because all of this was like post-production. Okay, CGI stuff.
It wasn't. I don't think it was CGI.
I will tell you why I know that.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I could be wrong. I think But I'll tell you something I read that made me think about that.
Okay.
So I could only think that he kissed this lady as herself rather than a monkey. And then he saw that take and he was like, whoa, that looks weird. So they said that the actor Tim Roth, who played Thade, wasn't even on the set for the last part of the movie.
What do you mean?
So he wasn't there.
Well, I'm sure that there was parts that they had to do CGI, but I'm trying to find out here if they.
That's going to be probably a little bit of a research there, but wow. Makeup or no makeup, what a cringe. Especially like you could get these cringy vibes from the beginning when, even though nobody said anything out loud, there were these looks. Because of course, there's a third party involved, right? There's a girl in the movie, a young woman in the movie, who looks like she's, I don't know, out of like a early human movie. I mean, she's
like a Tarzan.
Yes.
A female Tarzan.
Like she has like rags on for clothes that barely cover her, just enough of like tattered little rags, to make this thing.
Everything was covering in the right places.
That's it, pretty much. Okay. And of course, like every time that he's talking to the ape girl, the human girl is looking at him like, I'm jealous. And then when he talks to the human girl, the ape girl is looking at them like, I wish that I was human. And then at the end of the movie, he kisses them both on the mouth in a romantic way. Okay, it wasn't like this little peck. It was like, let me grab your cheek and turn your chin up towards me, and then I'm going to give you a kiss on the lips sort of thing, right? Both of them back to back while the other watched.
Yeah, it was weird.
That's...
Masks.
Masks?
Mask and makeup. It was all latex. It was a request of Tim Burton to have them do mask.
I mean, look at The Grinch. He did The Grinch.
Yeah, it was that same style. So, yeah.
So I am not familiar at all.
A latex mask.
I mean, Wow. I don't know how many other actors can boast about, hey, yeah, I made out with a creature.
Yeah.
It was weird. And yet, we still are wanting to watch the trilogy that followed it after that has nothing to do with the first one.
That's the one that's CGI.
Mostly, yeah.
Because
It has Franco in it.
And it has Andy Serkis.
Yes, Smeagol.
Smeagol. So, I'm interested to see.
These are post Lord of the Rings, so they already knew what he could do. I feel like he was groundbreaking in bringing all of these little dots to life in movies.
He was one of the first to do it.
I think so. So anyway, I'm not familiar with the Planet of the Apes cult following, but this, very elaborate world was very interesting. And I think that the reason why it was interesting, it's the only word I can think of, is because they're not aliens. They're not creatures that we don't understand. They are animals that we know and are real. And that's just odd and bizarre to think that in an alternate universe, they have enslaved humanity. I mean, there's just so many things that don't make sense. And yet there's a lot of people who are huge fans of this whole Planet of the Apes thing.
Yeah. The whole thing was interesting.
I don't even know if the author...
Interesting enough to continue.
Right. I don't even know if the author was just lacking in creativity, so he couldn't come up with his own creature, or was it, let's just do a shock and awe.
This was extremely popular back.
That's what I'm saying.
The original, like, what is it? The 70s, I think it was.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying.
It was extremely popular.
Wow.
So, I mean, enough that they would attempt a remake.
Right.
So.
Wow. But anyway. So I never said my thoughts about February.
Okay.
So February is one of those months that I really, really like because I feel like it's your very first boomerang or like slingshot around to like make up time. You know how they do that? You know how when spacecrafts take off, they actually use the momentum to slingshot their way into space. So I feel like it does that. It's like the first little push that we have into the year progressing and moving us from coming out of an old year to being fully engaged into the new year. Spring is here. Easter's coming. Like we're getting into things already. Does that make sense? And I feel like February goes by so fast that it's February today and next week you're like, oh my God, February's gone. And it's March.
Yep. And we have so much that's going on in February.
I know, we do.
So it's just like it's one of those months that when it's over, we're going to be exhausted and we're going to have so much that happened.
Yeah.
So, but, I don't know, February's always been just, it was
the month we got together.
No, it wasn't.
I meant together.
You mean when we made our son?
Correct.
Can we tell that story?
No.
No?
No, for his sake.
I'm going to share it, though, because it is funny.
No, what are you talking about?
It's just something that I mess with him with.
Yeah.
So, our son was born on November 14th. And if you were to count back 9 months exactly, it's February 14th. So, we always joke with him about February 14th, Valentine's Day, was the day that he was made. Because it's exactly 9 months. And he's like...
With love.
Yes. And he's like, Dad, you've ruined Valentine's for me. Valentine's means nothing anymore.
I mean, as it should. It's all commercial.
Well,
hey, something we've never celebrated.
No. But we should
just the very first time.
We should keep this for
next week. What? Can we go back and just delete this part?
No, because we'll yeah, it'll be the next episode.
Okay.
So next episode we'll
We'll
talk
talk about the only time we ever celebrated Valentine's
Oh
Day
my
and what
goodness.
Valentine's Day has become from then on,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, we'll do that
But
next episode.
But I mean, a couple of things that this week represents for me is it is the end, it's the last week of my very first class in my program for radiology. And I can't believe that we're at the end of the first class. It has been so intense with so much information Monday through Friday school. It's an 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. commitment, actually, and that's just like classwork stuff because then you got to take into account that I get up at 5:45 the latest to get moving, to get out of here in time. But we're at the end of it. And I have a solid 96% in the class.
And the beginning of another.
Right. Okay. I'm just saying, but for me, it's a countdown. It's 16 months for me to be able to go take the boards. So
you're at 15 now.
Now we're going into 15. So to me, it's like in a minute, we're going to be halfway there.
Yep.
So, wow, it's so fast paced and so much going on. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm thoroughly having fun. There's so many things that I get to now when we're discussing pathologies or situations that it's just like, that's what that is, or that's why they do that, or whatever. That it's just like, I don't know. I always picture the brain learning something new as like there's little light bulbs that turn on in like empty spaces in your brain where the knowledge just wasn't there before. Just like when you learn to speak a new language. Now you think in a new language, you sing in a new language. Like I don't possess that.
So are you saying that you already had the knowledge, but now you've just turned on that night?
No, it's like an empty room that you have
you're
filled with knowledge, and now there's a light on. Because why would you have a light on in a room you're not using? So to me, it's like all these little light bulbs that get turned on, and then when you look at a scan of the brain, there are actually like electrical synapses going on, which maybe that's where I get my idea from. Have you noticed there's no laughter today?
There isn't.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little bit blue.
Why are you blue?
Because, and I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
Okay.
I am not. But I will say that Nikki moving out is really weighing heavily on me. And that's all I can say about it.
And that's what this month is going to end with.
And so there's like this waiting to get to that point where it's like the one bad thing that I've always enjoyed about the month is that the month just goes by and there's like, okay, it's March. And now it's like, oh, but like this year, can it just go by really, really slowly? And it's not going to.
But the good thing is that she is going up there to go live with her
literally
brother.
It's the only blessing that there is.
Well, and also she's going to go to school to...
I know.
Like, for something that she wants to do.
Of course.
She's not going to be by herself. There's so many good things that is coming out of this. And we talked a little bit about all the stuff that's going on in this year. Like, Mike graduates in June. Nikki going up there for school. You moving along in your program. Like, there's a lot to look forward to. And there are things in it like this. That's not... It's not enjoyable, but we're happy for her.
That's where they made the word bittersweet from.
Mm-hmm. But we're happy for her.
What a contradiction, huh?
Yeah.
That something could be sweet and also bitter.
Yeah.
And then you taste chocolate and you're like, oh, I get it now.
But we enjoy the moments that we have. Yes? Sorry, I need to change the subject. Quickly, Peter. Quickly.
Mm.
I'm stumped. She's
Wow, if that had been to save my life,
You would have
you'd
died.
completely let me die.
You would have died.
Wow.
Let's play What Would You Do?
Okay.
What is
You
no?
have never played that game with me. From your side.
What is
I'm
it?
always the one who comes up with it.
No. It's not. What would you do?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather?
Okay. I love this.
Would you rather eat a delicious, fresh off the grill steak, or be able to fly?
Eat a steak.
Why? You know what? I go ahead. Why?
Okay. Because I feel like flying is awful.
I am so stumped right now as to what to do because I don't like to see you like this.
Stop it. That's a terrible would you rather then.
I know. I couldn't think of two good things to put together. I put, could you fly or eat a steak? Like,
wow.
what?
I know. That's how your brain works. I have to accept that, accept you for who you are.
Well, it's not that my brain is working that way. It's that I'm stumped right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't think I was going to say this live on
No,
the
I did not.
chat.
I did not think you were going to go there.
I know.
Lordy.
But that's what this is, right? We're having honest conversations.
Yeah.
And there could be some other mother out there who is having to say goodbye to their child because they're moving up to college and whatnot. And they get it at this moment, you know?
Yeah.
Or some other thing, you know? So.
Yeah.
I feel super let down right now because I was excited about the would you rather.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna
wait, but I asked you a would you rather recently, and you didn't want to answer.
Okay, hold on. Before I answer it, I have another one for you.
Okay. Give you a second chance here.
Would you rather have 3 legs or 3 arms?
Now we're getting somewhere, because you have to give me a bad choice and a really bad choice. So it's like, which evil do you pick?
Right. So, they're fully functioning limbs. Would you rather have 3 fully functioning legs or 3 fully functioning arms?
Where's the third arm?
Middle of your back.
Okay. Where's your third leg?
Side by side.
Definitely the arm.
Ooh.
I've already figured it out.
Why?
I get a body shaper. And then I just like
You're gonna kill the other arm off?
I saran wrap that arm.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna change the position.
No, you can't change. No, that's the rules of would you
hold
rather.
on, hold
Once
on.
you set it,
Would you rather have 3 feet side by side or 3? Hold on. Would you rather have 3 legs side by side or 3 arms with the third arm on your left side with your left arm? So you have 2 arms on one side and 1 on the other.
3 legs.
Okay, why?
Or 3 feet. Was it legs or feet?
Legs.
3 legs. Because then I can be in a wheelchair, put a blanket on top of myself, and look normal from the waist up.
Why? I would be rocking 3 legs.
Okay,
Are you kidding me?
that's you. I'd be covering myself.
No. Could you imagine how fast you could run? Think about that.
Ew.
Why?
No, you'd be tripping.
No, you wouldn't.
What is the other leg doing while one is in motion? I'm trying to think.
Have you ever ran the 3-legged race? Please tell me. You were in a house with 8 children.
I mean, I know we played it ourselves, but never in a real life setting.
Okay, hold on. But my question is, did you ever
Yes,
take
because
a
of Anne.
brother or sister,
Yes.
tie your leg
Yes.
to their, and then...
And unless you are a team...
You don't have... It's not a rogue leg. It's not like it's going and doing whatever it wants on its own. you have control of it.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. That's the one that would be doing the forward motion while the other two are pushing you forward.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can see that now. Yeah, definitely. I would still choose the legs so I could cover it up.
Okay, what was your would you rather for me?
I don't know. I was actually going to look at the text because I said, would you rather something or this? And you were like, I don't want to play. And I told you had to answer.
I thought you said you wanted
I
me
went to go look for it, but then I was listening to you.
All right, so we'll pin that then.
Yes. I do love those games, though. And I feel like I send the best ones.
All right, so make one up for me. Give me one.
It's like inspiration.
Oh, it's inspirational.
Yeah, they just come to me.
Okay.
And it's actually something I wonder about myself at that moment. This is exactly how it's born. I'm just there, my mind is wandering, and then it comes across, hey, if I had to choose between X and Z, which one would I choose? And then I'm like, okay, I think I choose this one. What does everyone else choose? I think it's my way of making sure that I'm not crazy and everyone else kind of has their own weird thing too. Then I'm good with the fact that I'm crazy.
I don't know if crazy is the word I would use.
Quirky.
Interesting.
Weird.
Yeah. We'll go with those.
So most people, I think, when you say weird, they have like this singular understanding of weird. And they'll either say, yeah, that's weird or not weird, right? People who understand weird, they ask another question that no one else asks.
What's that?
What kind of weird? Because even within people who understand weird, there are factions. And I feel like I'm a faction of weird. That is one definition. And then there's like, no, that is weird.
Different.
That's weird. That's a whole other level of weird. I don't get that weird. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But for the rest of the world, they just hear weird and everything falls into the same category.
Into one category. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I've had to learn that there are different categories. It's 22 years of weird.
Yes. I kind of have a feeling. So you said something to me this week that has me thinking about this, okay?
Okay.
You text me this week, we have an amazing podcast and people just don't know it. I think that's something, paraphrasing what you said, right? So, and I'll say why I'm asking this is because I feel like you're going to listen to this week's episode and you're going to be sad.
Well, it has its sad parts.
Yeah. It does.
But that's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, but that's okay because it's normal.
It is, but I don't feel like we've given them anything like this before.
Well, we promised our listeners that they're gonna get what they're gonna get.
Authenticity.
So
why is it that you feel like our podcast, like for you, you're in it, right? So you do have bias.
But I listen to it as if I am a listener. Mm-hmm. Like I've gone back and I've listened to other episodes that we've already listened to before, and I still enjoy them just the same. You don't listen to our podcast.
I don't. And it's interesting because in a lot of the interviews that stars do, okay, for movies or TV shows, specifically for TV shows, okay, because I think all the stars go to the red carpet event where there's like an early showing of their movie. But for TV shows, there's a lot of people who say, I have never gone back and seen myself in it. That's so, like, I feel like I never understood that before. And then we started doing this and I understand it now.
I enjoy going back and then just listening to us just talk. So,
yeah,
I don't know. There's it's nothing special about it. There's nothing, and I just feel like we just haven't had anyone like latch on to it that has some push.
What does that mean?
Okay, so like for example, I'll use your brother as an example.
Uh-huh.
So your brother does some amazing decoration stuff. And he's been doing it for a while. And they're
Right. And I want to say this right, but it's Isaac Alexander DIY on YouTube.
right. And so he's been doing stuff for a while. But there hasn't been any, I don't know, the traction wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, he just blew up in the last couple months to the point where I hope he doesn't mind me sharing, but I was so excited for him. He got a YouTube
Play button.
Play button. Like, that is huge.
Which, to the ones who don't understand what that is,
It's a frame,
a plaque.
like a plaque that YouTube sends you when your videos hit 1 million views.
Views or subscribers?
Views.
Views, okay.
Okay? 1 million views. That is incredible.
And it has like the play button for
Right,
YouTube.
and it's just, it's a nice little frame with a big red play button in the middle, and then it says what your channel name is. And I was so excited for him. I sent him a text like immediately. And I was so proud of him, and I was so excited for him because it really is, he's doing what he's doing with the same intentions that we have. We're not trying to get people to listen to us or watch us or hear us or all that kind of stuff.
I mean, when you say that, that's so key because he has had offers to be, like, even offers to possibly talk about being part of like a DIY channel on TV.
Right.
Okay. And that plus sponsorships, he's been offered sponsorships, and he has turned all of that down, not because he doesn't want to reach a bigger audience, but because he doesn't want to be bound by the expectations or whatever of other companies. Like, he does what he does because he enjoys it and he's passionate about it, and he wants to make it easy for the homeowner or for the DIYer to do stuff that normally only experts or professionals do. And being sponsored and all this stuff means now you're pushing product.
Well, it would be the same like for us, and that's something like let's put this in perspective. If we were sponsored and we had obligations, a sad episode like this would never make it on the air. They would be like,
Okay, they're giving us content or whatever.
They'd be like, no, go back, redo this one. This one can't go on. But no, this is real life. Sometimes you're sad.
Sometimes you are sad.
So that's today's episode, but that's okay. We welcome you into our world.
Hello, February.
Hello, February. It started off, hello, February, and ended, hello, February.
I'm thinking of Eeyore right now.
Hello, February.
There we go. That's better. Where's my tail?
Why do you bring your misery?
But
Why must you chase me?
Chase you.
Please let me be.
Okay, enough.
Okay, enough.
Today.
We're going to go watch some football.
Today is, yes, it's so exciting. We love
NFC
football.
And the AFC Championship.
Yep.
To see who's going to the Super Bowl.
Yes. Can you believe it? It's Super Bowl Sunday next weekend.
It's
and
not
next
weekend.
Wait, are you sure? What
There's
are you talking
always
about?
a week in between.
Wait, it's on the weekend of Valentine's?
Goodness, now you've got me.
Because last year was February 5th. So how is it not going to be this weekend?
Now I have to check. Super Bowl Sunday.
I mean, you know everything there is to know about football, so I know that you're probably right, but that's really late.
February 13th.
Valentine's Day?
No, Valentine's Day's the 14th.
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
Just in case you missed it. Yeah, it's on the 13th. And it is at 6:30 p.m.
I think you should buy me a Valentine's Day present.
You want a Valentine's Day present?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why you want a Valentine's Day present.
To cheer me up.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yes.
You want a Valentine's Day present?
Yes.
I'll take you on a tour of the house in a minute.
Oh,
when we're done. Actually, I'm going to take you straight to...
Say it.
Our bedroom. That's horrible.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
I feel like I just walked you right into that trap. Now explain yourself. Why did you say that? And why did I trap you like that?
Maybe I won't. Mike, you've got a brother and sister coming. No.
Listen.
We had our bedroom furniture
Delivered
today.
like an hour or two ago.
Yes. I walked right into that.
So that's the that's the latest gift that you bought for me, and that's why you said that.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, say it. Say it.
Goodbye now. I think we need to stop.
Why?
Because listen, you can't see it, but I'm red. And I don't get...
You don't get red?
No, I don't get embarrassed of that stuff.
Actually, you do.
I don't
Which is kind of cute. It's kind of cute because I will say this. You cannot be embarrassed by anything. Like, you have had your pants rip, okay, in front of people.
Are we airing laundry?
Hold on. Always. Okay. Sundays is laundry day here. That's just how it is. Okay. And you do not get embarrassed. I remember an incident where you jumped into the pool with your swim.
Hold on. I'm sharing the story. Okay, so
with
we
the swim
listen.
trunks.
Hold on.
They were white.
And it was really cold, okay?
And,
no, listen.
They were see-through.
Ketmia bought me this pair of swim shorts. Okay?
Oh my
and
God.
I didn't know that that's what was going to happen.
But I thought they were just really good-looking pants, you know?
I realized it because my brother-in-law saw me swimming with my butt up in the air, and he said that he could see my entire buttocks. And I was like, this is not good.
Right. And we had no towel. Remember, we had no towel?
Yes.
Oh, my
I made it to the room.
You did, cupping yourself.
Yeah, I was cupping, but I made it.
Oh, my gosh. So hilarious. But why did I say that?
Because you're trying to embarrass me.
No. Oh, because of that. You don't get embarrassed. But then the moment that I'm like, wow, that haircut, you look super cute, babe. All of a sudden, like, your cheeks are, like, red, and it's like you're blushing.
Join us next week for some Valentine's
Why
Day
we
stories.
don't celebrate Valentine's.
Why we don't celebrate Valentine's. This is it. I'm done. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye.
All right. And hello, February.